Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we living. We are almost 1/4 of the way through the Major League Baseball regular season. Pete Alonso currently leads the majors with 13 home runs, but there are some players who are still looking for their first homer of the season. In this video, we're going to take a look at 5 notable guys who have yet to connect on a long ball. Again, nearly 1/4 of the way through the season. I'm only going to include players who've played a decent amount this season, not guys who haven't played or have played very little to start this season. I'll name them in alphabetical order by last name. Let's get into it, starting with Jose Abreu. His first season with the Astros definitely has not gone as planned. Signed a 3-year, $58.5 million deal. The 2020 AL MVP has yet to hit a homer in 142 at-bats for the Astros. Last season was actually his career worst with 15 home runs, but he's had 5 seasons in his career with at least 30 homers. So it's quite a shocking start for Jose Abreu, as was the Astros' main pickup this offseason in free agency, and thus far has not panned out. Tim Anderson of the Chicago White Sox. Anderson has 0 homers in 83 at-bats. Did miss some time due to injury, but 83 at-bats, no homers. That includes 6 walks, so 89 plate appearances. Last season, he also only had 6 homers in 332 at-bats. So, his power just seems to have been completely sapped, because 2017, 17 homers, 2018, 20 homers, 2019, 18 homers, 2020, 10 homers, and that was in a COVID-shortened season, and 2021, 17 homers. And Tim Anderson, who had batted over 300 each of the last 4 seasons, is also batting just 253 so far on the year. Jonathan Schoop of the Tigers. Schoop was one of the most powerful second basemen for quite some time. Hasn't been the case. I think he has the least at-bats out of all the guys I have on here. 57 at-bats, but no homers in those 57 at-bats. Take a look. Had 11 homers and 481 at-bats last year, which isn't that good. But the season before, he had 22 homers. 2019, 23 homers. 2018, 21. 2017, 32, and 2016, 25. So 5 seasons in his career of at least 21 homers. Still looking for his first this season, and he just has not been a good hitter for the Tigers each of the last 2 years. Luke Voigt of the Milwaukee Brewers. No homers in 63 at-bats on the year. Remember, Luke Voigt led the majors in homers in the 2020 truncated season. Just not doing well in his first year with the Brewers. Even last season, he did have 22 homers. When you combine his totals with the Padres and Nationals, again, 22 homers in what was a 60-game season with the Yankees in 2020. Only batting .222 with a .549 OPS on the year. And let's end with Jesse Winker, also of the Milwaukee Brewers. 74 at-bats, 0 homers for Winker. We take a look at his career numbers. 14 homers last year in his one and only season with the Mariners. Was seen as a big disappointment, because if you look at his 2021, look how awesome he was. Batted .305 with 24 homers. The year before, in 54 games, again, shortened season, 12 homers. So in 2020 and 2021 had OPSs of .932 and .949 respectively. And these last 2 seasons has not been an offensive threat really whatsoever, although he does draw walks to give himself a decent on-base percentage, but just a .270 slugging percentage on the year. So there you have it. 5 notable guys who are still looking for their first home run of the season. Other guys I could have named included Andrew Benintendi, Joey Bart, Colton Wong, and Gene Segura. What do you think? Can any of these guys get off the schneid quick? Tim Anderson not having a great season, and we know the White Sox are really struggling this year. Jose Abreu, former AL MVP, one of the best run producers the game has seen over like the past 7-8 years. Just not doing so this year. But again, 1/4 of the way through the season, just about, and these guys still do not have a home run. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.